What's the difference between a soldier and a warrior? A soldier is someone who's learning how to follow directions. They're learning discipline. They're learning chain of command. Okay. They're learning the hierarchy. They're learning, things on the battlefield. They're learning how to cope with war. They're learning how to cope with struggle. Okay. And all this is an analogy of life because life is a struggle. So the difference between a soldier and a warrior is that a warrior is a soldier who's graduated. He's no longer a soldier no more. But picking and choosing your battles is important. All right. One of the key differences between a soldier and a warrior is that a warrior has learned how to pick and choose his battles. And he picks and chooses his battles not because he's afraid of conflict, not because he's afraid of engagement. He picks and chooses his battles because he realized that a lot of these battles are not meant for you to fight. Okay. There's some battles, it's just, you're not supposed to fight them. You're supposed to leave it alone. Some things are best left well alone. It's like an argument. You don't argue about everything. Some arguments really don't serve a purpose, right? It's not an argument that you're going to benefit from. It's not an argument where you can actually learn something or the other person can learn something. It's not a debate. A debate is something like, okay, yeah, we're both going to grow from this, okay? And arguments are not like that. So apply that same concept when it comes to engagement, battle, conflict, war, right? There's things that really don't serve your purpose. It's things that really don't benefit nobody. It's just a bunch of egos thrown in the air. Okay, no one's going to win that battle, right? So a warrior understands that a lot of battles are not meant to be fought. So from personal experience, coming up as a youth, as a rebellious youth, okay, and my number one thing was being rebellious against authority. I was extremely rebellious against authority. Most of this took place in my years in California. And my rebelliousness sent me through a whole lot of different changes and struggles, right? But in the process of engaging in battles that I wasn't really supposed to engage in, because in my heart and mind, I felt like I was fighting for my independence or my own personal freedom. But in the process, I learned something, and it's called wisdom, because I wasn't the only one doing this. It was other youths. It was other young men who were doing the same thing. And I sat back and I analyzed. You have to set back and step outside yourself to see the bigger picture. And what I realized was that, man, I'm fighting these battles that are not even worth fighting. What am I doing? I'm wasting my time. I'm wasting my energy. It was like a vicious circle, right? But the good that came out of that was wisdom. See, the way you learn how to fight is by fighting. The way you learn how to struggle is through going through struggles. And the process of that, you become wise. And when you travel full circle, you realize wisdom is learning how to pick and choose your battles. Right. Yeah, we all need that. We all need the wisdom to know how to pick and choose our battles. Right. Because that's a wisdom that's priceless. Right. So wisdom. In the beginning, I asked you, I said, okay, what's the difference between a soldier and a warrior? The difference between a soldier and a warrior is that a warrior knows how to pick and choose his battles.